I have received a lot of feedback from my lecture on Forex from CMS students, Hyderabad, as well as those who are doing CMA final all over India who have viewed the lecture. The feedback was excellent. Students have appreciated, students have liked, they've enjoyed, and excellent feedback has come. The fact that we are doing it systematically is appreciated by students, and I'm very happy that I'm able to get to you the most difficult topic in the most simplest manner. It is my continuous effort to bring to you simplified versions of the topics and make it interesting, make it exciting, and make it scoreable from the point of view of examination. Forex is a very interesting topic. I love this topic. I love the topic of derivatives also. And I'm sure that I will be able to do full justice to you. Keep giving me the feedbacks because that will help me to improve every lecture of mine, and that will help me to make the topic much more simpler because my tension will be reduced. I will be convinced that you are happy. My objective is to ensure that you are happy. Okay? Lecture number 2 of Forex management. We had done a lot of theory in the first lecture, which was necessary, which was essential for you to understand. And in the second lecture also, lecture 2 also, we'll be doing quite a few theories before we start with the actual problems. We'll take up a few examples and we'll see how to solve those examples live here, in addition to the questions that we are going to do from the book. Before I come to the book, I will be taking a few examples and we will be solving it over here live. And I want you to sit with the notebook, with a pen, pencil, calculator, so that as I'm giving you the question, you're writing down the question and we will be solving it together in the live session. Okay, so with this now, I am sure all of you are very excited for this second lecture of Forex management. So let us start. So starting with a few theory concepts again before we actually go to the problems part of it, and then we'll take on the problems. So first I will like to introduce to you a few concepts again from where we have left yesterday in the last lecture. Okay, so today I will be starting with types of transactions. Types of transactions, there are different types of transactions in Forex. For example, when I agree to buy and sell foreign currency and it is executed on the same day, that means I enter into a transaction to buy or sell foreign currency and the transaction is completed today on the same day, then it is known as a cash transaction or a ready transaction. Okay, so the first one is agreement to buy and sell is agreed upon and executed on the same day. Executed on the same day. Then the transaction is known as cash or ready transaction. Okay, then we have transaction where currencies are exchanged 2 days after the contract is completed. That is normally what we have in stock exchanges T plus 2. So transaction is entered today and it is completed or executed 2 days later, then that is known as a spot transaction. 2 days after the date of contract, then that is known as spot transaction. The first one was cash transaction. Then third one is when the transaction or the exchange of currencies takes place on the next working day. Next working day. So if I enter into a transaction on Monday, it is executed on Tuesday, next working day. If I enter into a transaction on, let us say, Friday, okay, or let us say enter into a transaction on Saturday, Sunday is closed, banks are closed, financial institutions are closed. So if I enter into a transaction on Saturday, then it is executed on Monday, next working day. Or Sunday and Monday both are holidays, so it is executed on Tuesday, the next working day. Then it is known as a TOM transaction. TOM, TOM transaction. Next working day. TOM transaction. Fourth one is what we have to know, very important. In the Forex markets, I will be entering into transactions. Maybe like this, that it is executed 2 days later or 3 days later or something like that. But normally I enter into a transaction for a longer period of time, longer than days, number of days, longer than 2 days. So a transaction can be entered into for a period of 1 month. So today, that is in the month of April, I can enter into a transaction for 1 month ending May, or 2 months ending June, or 3 months ending July, or 6 months, or 9 months, or 12 months. I can't have a transaction for a period of 4 months. I can't have a transaction which will be executed after 5 months. I can't have a transaction executed after 7 or 8 months. So it is 1, 2, 3, 6, 9, and 12. So these transactions which will be completed, which takes place at a specified future date, which is either 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, or 12 months. That is called as a forward contract. Okay, transaction where exchange of currencies takes place at a specified future date, that is known as a forward transaction. Normally it will mature after 1, 2, 3, 6, 9, or 12 months. So this is important for you. Okay, now after we know what is a forward transaction, we must know what is a forward quote. Okay, we have done different types of quotes: direct quote, indirect quote. Okay, now forward quote. So what is a forward quote? A transaction where the settlement date of the transaction is after the spot date. What is a spot date? 2 days. Spot transaction, 2 days. After the spot date, after 2 days. If it is entered into for a period of 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, 12 months, then we have what is called as a forward rate or a forward quote. Now, if that forward rate or that forward quote is exactly equal to the existing rate, the spot rate, existing rate meaning spot rate, T plus 2, then we say that the forward is at par. What do we say? We say that the forward is at par. So suppose the rate of dollar to rupees, spot rate, is 70 rupees to the dollar, and the 1 month forward rate is also 70 rupees to the dollar, then it is on par. So it is called as par. Equal to forward rate equal to the spot rate, then it is said to be at par with the spot rate. If the forward rate is higher, spot rate is 70, 1 month later, the rate that is given is likely to be increasing to 71. Forward rate is 71. Spot rate is 70. The forward is at premium. Forward is higher than spot. It is at premium. Same way, if spot rate is 70 and forward rate is 69, then it is at discount. Forward is lower than spot rate. Then it is at discount. Okay, so this is the first thing that we have to know. Okay, when is the forward rate said to be at par? When is the forward rate said to be at premium? When is the forward rate said to be at discount? After we know this, we have to know, how do I know what is the forward rate? How do I know whether it is at par, premium or discount? Okay, so let us take a small example with which I will be explaining to you the interpretation of the rates, how they are given and how we have to interpret. Okay, so let us see. I give you this data. You can take it down, you can write it down in your book because I will be explaining with the reference to this data. Spot rate is given, $1 is equal to 64.4000 by 4200. What is the meaning of this? When the integer is the same, I don't write the integer again, but it actually means what? It actually means it is 64.4000 by 64.4200. This is the actual meaning. This is the actual meaning. But since the integer is the same, I need not write the integer again and again. So I write only the decimal portion because the decimal portion is different. But if the integer and the integer is also different, if it is 63 point something and this is 64, then I have to write the integer. Okay, now what is this called? These are not the decimal values. These are not the decimal values. These are called as, either we call them as forward margins, but a better term for this, which I will refer to is, I will call them as swap points or swap points. The actual pronunciation is swap. We write it as SWAP, but we call it a swap. So these figures which are given, they are not the future rates, they are not the forward rates. Do you find the integer here? No. Integer is not there. So how can you say that it is a forward rate? So only figures are given like this. So these are called as the forward margins. These are called as the forward margins, or they are called as swap points. Clear? Swap points. Now, with the help of this, I try to find out whether the forward is at par, premium, discount. Okay, what is the bid rate here? Yes, last lecture we learned bid rate, ask rate. What is the bid rate now? 64.4000. What is the ask rate here? This is the bid rate. What is the ask rate here? 64.4200. Bid rate is always less than the ask rate. Okay. Now, these are the swap points. When I look at the swap points, I will be able to tell you whether the forward is at par, premium or discount. Now, if you look at the February figures, what do you find? 2000 and 2100. 2000 slash 2100. So it is in increasing order. It is in ascending order. I call it as increasing order or ascending order. If the swap points are in the ascending order, if the swap points are in the ascending order, then I say that the forward is at premium. Okay, if the swap points are in the ascending order, ascending means increasing order, then the forward is at premium. If it is in the descending order, decreasing order, this is 3600, this is 35 less, it is in the descending order. It is in a decreasing order. So if it is in a decreasing order, it is a discount. It is a discount. Okay. So if the swap points are in the increasing, it is increasing left to right. It is increasing 2000 to 2100. It is increasing. So I say it is in the ascending order. It is a premium. 3600 by 3500 decreasing, descending order. It is discount. So interpretation. Buying rate is 64.4 thousand, also called as bid rate. Selling rate is 64.4200, also called as ask rate. This is the interpretation that I'm writing. You also have to write down. Spot February and spot March are the forward margins. What are they called as? They are called as forward margins. Also called as what? Swap points. I've told you this. I will be calling them as swap points. It is a technical term that we normally use in our problems also. Okay. Next is important. Spot February margin is valid for delivery end of February, and spot March margin is valid for delivery end of March. That means the rates that are given to you are for the end of the month. The spot 64.4 thousand means it is a bid rate that is applicable for April end. April end, not in the middle of April, not in the beginning of April, April end. So question comes to mind, no? What will happen if my transaction is going to be executed in the middle of the April? Then which rate to take? I will come to that. I told you now we are going to do it systematically. Everything systematically. Slowly, 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 we'll learn how to interpret. So as of now, we understand that whatever the rates are given are the rates applicable for the month end, not in the middle of the month, not at the beginning of the month, not for any date of the month during the month. It is always for the end of the month. Now, end of the month also, I will tell you how to interpret that. Okay, so spot February and spot March are forward margins or swap points. They are valid for delivery end of February and end of March. When forward margin is in ascending order, it is the forward is at premium. If it is in a descending order, it is at discount. If it is at a premium, then it is to be added to the spot rate. If it is a discount, then it is to be subtracted from the spot rate. Subtracted from the spot rate. We'll be doing problems based on this. I'll take examples. I told you now, some examples we are going to do in the live session here, where you will be writing down the example, you will be solving the example, and you will be getting the answer. Then we will go to actual problems from your book. Okay, so that is guaranteed. So if it is in an ascending order, then it is at premium. If it is in a descending order, it is at discount. If it is premium, then you have to add it to the existing spot rate. If it is a discount, then you have to subtract it from the existing spot rate. 2000 by 2100, increasing order. Okay, it represents the premium for February, and 3600 to 3500 indicates the discount for March. So February is at premium and March rate is at discount. Up till here it is clear. So this is the interpretation. As I said, I'm going very slowly. I will be solving the problem systematically, step by step we are going, so that we understand every step that we are doing. What is premium, what is discount, and what we have done in the last lecture, that is that also, getting it in the order, proper order first. All those things we are going to do. So once we do it systematically, I have told you, you can never go wrong in Forex. You have to try hard to fail. You have to put in maximum efforts to fail. If you don't put in efforts, everything is going to be very simple. You don't have to make an effort to fail when the problems are very simple. It is very simple. Okay? Will you make effort to fail? No, no. So everything is very simple. You have to try hard if you want to fail. Otherwise, you will not fail. There is no way that you can fail. There is no way that you can get a wrong answer. Now, from here, I want you to write down. A few questions are there which we will be solving as I told you in the live session so that you get practice before we come to the actual problems of Forex. So write down the first question. Calculate the forward rate. Calculate the forward rate given to you. Spot $1 equals to. It is not there in the book. Huh? It is not there in the book. You have to write. Spot $1 equals to rupees 73.4100 and 73 and by 4200. Spot February 1500 by 1800. Spot February 1500 by 1800. Spot March 1600 by 1400. Okay. Now, what do we see? Let us take one at a time. We'll calculate the forward rate for February first, then we'll calculate the forward rate for March. Looking at February, what can I say? At February, if I look at, it is in the increasing order, so it is ascending order. So February is at premium. What do I say for a March? March is in the decreasing order. Decreasing order, descending order, it is at discount. So February figures have to be added to the spot rate. March figures are to be subtracted. So I write here, I am calculating only for February now. February forward margin, February forward margin is in ascending order or increasing order. February forward margin is in increasing order. Therefore, therefore, February forward rate is at premium. February forward rate is at premium. That is, it should be added. That is, it should be added. So what will we add? How do we add? This 1500 I will add to bid rate. This 1800 I will add to ask rate. Both are going to change, buying rate and selling rate. So next line, right? February buying rate, left hand side. Right? February buying rate. Spot rate 73.4100. Add the premium 1500. So decimal will increase. So it will be 73.5600. 73.5600. Selling rate. Right hand side, right hand side of the page. Selling rate. Spot rate is 73.4200. Integer is same, only the decimal is different. Add the premium of 1800. So you'll get 73.6000. So what is the February rate then? February rate rupees to dollar. How do I write it? Rupees to dollar. 73.5600. 73.6000. Or I can write it as 73.5600. Integer is same now. Slash 6000. Like the second rate. Slash 6000. Let us come to March now. Same way. March is a discounter, we have to subtract. March buying rate. Spot rate is 73.4100. Spot rate. Less the discount, 1600. You get 73.2500. 73.2500. Selling rate. Spot rate is 73.4200. Less the discount, minus 73.2800. So forward rate for March, rupees to dollar, 73.2500 and 73.2800. So this is how, if the swap points are given, we will calculate the forward rates. If it is in the increasing order, premium, add. If it is in a decreasing order, discount, minus. Okay. Take down the second example. Write down. Calculate forward rate. Calculate forward rate. Spot dollar to euro. Spot dollar to euro. 0.8585 by 0.8610. 0.8585 by 0.8610. 3 month swap points 15 by 25. 3 month swap points 15 by 25. 6 month swap points 30 by 20. Okay. Now, again, what do you find? 3 month swap points 15 to 25. That means it is in the increasing order. It is at premium. Premium means I have to add these points. This is at discount. So I have to subtract. But rates are always given in 4 decimals and I am given swap points only to 2 decimals. First, let us write down. 3 month forward margin is an increasing order. 3 month forward margin is an increasing order. Therefore, forward rate is at premium. Forward rate is at premium. That is, it should be added. It should be added. 3 month forward rate, starting with the buying rate. Spot rate is 0.8585. Now, premium is 15. Does it mean it is 1500, or does it mean that it is 0.0015? So this 15 you will add to the last 2 digits, or 15 you will add to the first 2 digits. Whenever they have given 2 points, then it is always to be started with the last 2 points. So it will be added. So 15 means what? 0.0015. 15 means 0.0015. Note this, this is important for you. If two decimals, if two figures are given, it is the last 2 digits which are given. Okay, so rate is 0.8600. Selling rate, spot rate is 0.8610. Add 0.0025. Clear? So 3 month forward rate 0.8600 by 0.8635. Now to calculate 6 month forward margin. Decreasing order, discount. So again, discount is to be subtracted from the last 2 digits. Okay, so write down. 6 month forward margin is in the decreasing order. 6 month forward rate minus selling rate minus clear. This is how we calculate. Okay. Now, Again, some new concepts. We have what is called as TT buying rate and TT selling rate, bill buying rate and bill selling rate. I told you yesterday in the last lecture, when you go to the bank and ask for a rate, they will give you a two-way quote, bid rate and ask rate. But at the same time, you have to know that actually when you go to the bank to make a transaction, either you will be going to purchase foreign currency or to sell foreign currency. Now, purchase foreign currency, you cannot just go to the bank and say, I want to purchase dollars, so give me dollars, I will give you cash. You have to show the documents. You have to show the documents. Why you want to purchase? You have to show them that I have got an invoice. I've got an invoice against which I have to make payment. So when that invoice is shown, that particular invoice will be taken by the bank, by the financial institution, and they will see whether it requires to be made immediate payment or not. So suppose you say that I want to prepare a bill of exchange. I want to prepare a bill of exchange in foreign currency, or I want a demand draft in foreign currency. Then in that case, it is across the counter transaction. It is across the counter transaction. So when that happens, there is no delay. Immediately, the bank will tell you what is the buying rate or the selling rate. That is called as TT buying rate, when there is no delay in realization of foreign payment. So you are asking the bank, you debit my bank account, and prepare a demand draft in dollars, equivalent amount you take from my bank account. Okay, so like that, if you are doing, then what is applicable is the TT buying rate. No transactions, no delay in realization of foreign currency, because bank will be getting immediate now. Cash is going to be received by the bank immediately. Fine. Now, how to calculate that? Spot rate is taken. Bank will be charging some commission. Now, that commission is called as exchange margin. You may call it as commission, you may call it as brokerage, you may call it as service charges, you may call it as exchange margin. We call it as exchange margin. And then that exchange margin has to be deducted. Whatever is coming here, this is your TT buying rate. It is applied for payment of demand drafts, mail transfers, foreign collection of foreign bills, cancellation of foreign bills, etc. Now you will say, sir, how to remember less margin or add margin? Buying rate, TT buying rate. Bank is buying, so bank has to make payment. Always the rates are given from whose point of view? From bank's point of view, not from your point of view. So when you are going to the bank and saying that bank is going to buy and make the payment. So when it makes the payment, it will deduct its commission and then make the payment. Bank is buying rate for the bank. If bank is buying and it is making payment to you, then it will make the payment minus the commission. Okay. Same way. Now this is TT buying rate. Bank is buying. That means I am selling. I've got foreign currency. I've got foreign currency in the form of demand draft, in the form of bill of exchange, which I want to encash across the counter. Okay. I have got, that means I am an exporter. An exporter has sold goods. I have sold goods to my American customer. American customer has given me bill of exchange in dollars. I take that bill of exchange, go to the bank. Or American customer has given me demand draft. I take that demand draft and go to the bank. So that means it is as good as cash. Okay. Now bill of exchange also, if it is a bill of exchange that is payable immediately, then there is no problem. But if it is bill of exchange at site or a user's bill, then it is not TT buying rate. Then it is bill buying rate. There is a difference, because then there will be delay. If there is a 3-month bill, then there is a delay of 3 months in converting that into foreign currency, into cash. So where there is no delay, demand draft, correction of foreign bills, cancellation of mail transfers. So all this is requiring, you are having, it is as good as cash. You are giving cash in the form of your demand draft in foreign currency. So immediately the bank will be giving you the cash. When it gives you the cash in rupees, it will minus the exchange margin and then give you. Same way, TT selling rate, where you are having to purchase. You are having to purchase. That means bank is going to sell. When a bank is going to sell, it will say spot rate, add exchange margin. Bank is selling foreign currency. So you have to make payment. So when you are making payment, you have to add the commission and increase. Add the commission and then make the payment. So it is add exchange margin. Now, very important for you. What is important for you? This is important for you. Round off to the nearest multiple of 0.0025. Bill rate as well as selling rate. TT rate, bill rate, buying rate, selling rate, everything when the bank is going to calculate its exchange margin and then you are given the rate, it has to be rounded up to the last figures must be 25, multiple of 25. So suppose you get your answer as let us say 73.2752. Now you can't say that this is the rate. It has to be rounded up to the nearest multiple of, so I will say this is rounded up to, this is equivalent to 73.27. Nearest multiple of 25 is 50. Suppose we are having 73.27, let us say 96. So this I will write as 73.272800, nearest multiple. 796 will become 800. Suppose we are having some figure like 2777, 2777. Okay. Then this is 77, last 2 digits. Nearest multiple of 0.25, 2775, 2775. Like this. These things will be done. So you have to whether it is a TT buying rate or the TT selling rate, you have to round off to the nearest multiple of 0.0025. All figures where you are calculating the rate of exchange. Same way, if you are having a bill buying rate, foreign bill, which is at site, customer has given you a bill payable after 3 months, or a site bill, that means a bill which is given to you, you will be presenting to your bank will be presenting to customer's bank, customer will then authorize the payment, funds will be released, and then your bank will get the cash. So it is payable only on presentation, only on site. So there is a period called as transit period, and that is nothing but 25 days. If nothing is given in the person, it is 25 days. Transit period, minimum period is 25 days. So if the problem is silent, I have to calculate for 25 days, the due date. So what is going to be applicable now? Now see, what is going to be applicable now is the 25-day forward rate. So if the transaction has taken place on say 17th of April and 25 days are applicable. Total how many days in April? 30 days in April. 30 minus 16, so 14 days of April plus 11 days of May. So that means it will come to 11th of May. 11th of May. But there is no rate for 11th of May because the rate is applicable for May end. So you have got April end rate and May end rate. You don't have rate for 11th May. So that is where the problem comes. So what I say, it may be noted that forward margins are normally available for periods of a calendar month and not for 25 days. Not for 25 days. So if my due date is coming 11th May, then I have got 2 dates to select from. I've got two dates to select from. One is the April rate, one is the May rate. Now what I say, this is very important. See this now. If my due date is 11th of May, then I have got two possibilities. What are the two possibilities? April rate and May rate. Okay. So when I have April rate and May rate, how to select? That is a problem. How to select? So what I do is, see what they have given. Where the foreign currency is at premium, round off the transit and usance period to the lower month, already underlined. And if the forward margin is at discount, round off the margin to the end of the higher month. Now let us explain what is lower month and higher month. 11th of May, 11th of May is my due date. So I have got April end figure and May end figure, which I have to select from. April end the figure is 73.2710. May end the figure is 73 point, let us say 2810. So forward is at premium. Forward is at premium. What are we doing? We are buying. Bank is buying. Buying rate. Bank will buy at a higher rate or a bank will buy at a lower rate. Bank will buy at a lower rate. So lower month is applicable. If the forward rate is at premium and we are having a buying rate to be selected, buying always to be done at a lower rate. So I will be going for the lower month, that is April figure. That is my rate applicable will be 73.2710. Okay? So you don't want 10, you want multiple of 0. Okay. Lower rate has to be taken. You are always buying at a lower rate. This is a very important point. If the forward margin is a discount, so this is a premium. If the forward margin is a discount, 73.2700 and the May end rate is 73.2600. Forward is a discount. Forward is a discount. Bank is always going to buy, it's a buying rate. It's a buying rate. Bank is always going to buy at the lower rate. Which is a lower rate? This is a lower rate. And what is a month end? May end. Higher month. Discount, then it is higher month. Forward is at discount, then higher month. Forward is at premium, then lower month. Have you understood this part? This calculation is very, very, very important for you whenever you are solving the problem. That is why I said we have to go systematically. Everything has to be done systematically. Once you know everything systematically, then we put all the things together. Then things will fall in place. You can't, jump from one to one. You can't do that. You have to go systematically. Have you understood this? If forward is at premium, then I will take the lower rate because I'm going for buying rate. Buying rate. That is why lower rate. If the forward is at discount, then I will go for the discounted rate. Point is clear. Forward is at premium, then I go at the lower month. Forward is at discount, then I go for the higher month. That is the meaning of this. Okay? Up till here it is clear. Cleaning the board takes more time. Okay. So, bill buying rate is calculated as follows. Rupee to dollar spot rate, add the premium if it is premium, less the discount if it is a discount, less the exchange margin, bill buying rate. Again, after you get this, it will be what is going to happen. This is supposed to come here. Okay, so this will be calculated as your figure. Again, that will always be rounded up to the nearest multiple of 0.0025. Let us come to selling rate. Bill selling rate, not TT selling rate. TT selling rate, you don't have all these problems. Now here what is given, if foreign currency is at premium, then same month means lower month. Same month means lower month. And if your forward margin is at discount, sorry, same month is higher month. Forward is a discount, then it is lower month. Let us take example of this also. Okay, example of this. Suppose, let us say how this is going to work for us. 11th of May, 11th of May is my due date. The two figures that I have, April and May figure, May end figure. April figure is 73.2700 and this is 73.2800. It is at premium and I want to go for selling rate. I will always sell at the higher rate. I will always sell at the higher rate. So this is applicable. Higher month is applicable. Same month. 11th May, so May month. That is why it is same month, higher month. If it is 73.2700 and this is 73.2600, then it is a discount. Forward is a discount. If the forward is a discount, then lower month this month. Why? Because this is the higher rate. I will always be selling at a higher rate. Which is the higher rate of the two? This is the higher rate of the two. So I will be going for the lower month. So this is how we calculate the figures of the rates that are applicable. Okay. So this is how the rates are applicable and this is how the calculations are done. So very important for us to understand how we calculate, how we arrive at the rates. That is why I said that when you're doing problems on Forex, I cannot directly come to teaching you Forex problems. I have to teach you first the basics. Because if the basics are not done, then you are going to get your problems wrong. And there is no point in doing the topic if you are going to get all problems wrong. That is why it is necessary to focus first on the concept, first on the calculations, first on the order, first on the formats of writing the various figures. And then we go on to solving of problems. Up till here it is clear? Sure now. So now let us start with the questions from your material that is given to you. Let us come to the material. Let us start with question number 1, page 193 from your book. Question 1, page 193. Let us read the question carefully now. Okay. On 25th July, your customer has presented to you at site documents for 1 lakh US dollars under an irrevocable LC. LC is letter of credit. The letter of credit provides for reimbursement by the negotiating bank's own demand draft. So demand draft, underline that. So we have to know whether it is a TT buying rate or a bill buying rate or a TT selling rate or a bill selling rate. On the opening bank at New York, following are the rupee to dollar interbank rates. Spot rate is given to you 65.6525 by 6650, and then swap points are given to you 6000 to 5700 and 1 to 0.9700. Okay, so what is the meaning of this now? The meaning of this, if you see for August, if I'm going for August rate, it is in the declining order. That means it is at discount. This is again at discount. If you see the next one, that is again at discount. So all your forward rates are at discount. Okay. Transit period for the bill is 25 days. Even if they don't give this, I told you, the transit period will be taken as 25 days. What rate will you quote to your customer provided you require an exchange margin of 0.15%? Also calculate and show the amount in rupees payable to the customer. Okay, so now let us see how to solve this problem. First of all, site documents under an irrevocable LC is provided on what date that we have to see. What is the date of providing? What is the date of providing? 25th of July. This is important. Date is important. 25th of July. Transit period is 25 days and dollar is at discount. Site documents provided on 25th of July. Transit period is 25 days. That means you have to ensure that 25 days calculation is done. So from 25th of July, July has got 31 days. 31 minus 24, 7. 7 and 18 days of August. That means it is going to be somewhere in the month of August, this month. So you have got two rates, July rate and August rate. Forward is at discount. Forward is at discount. You are a customer, you have provided at site documents of $1 lakh. So that means you are an exporter. You are an exporter. You are having your customers' documents which have to be presented to your bank and your bank will present it to your customer's bank. Then the approval will come. That means it will take about 25 days. Bank is going to buy your currency. Bank is going to buy your dollars. So bank bid rate will be applicable. That is 65.6525. Okay. Bid rate is going to be applicable. For the future is at discount. Your forward rates are at discount. So you will be taking the higher month or lower month. You are buying. Bank is buying. So since bank is buying, bank will always buy at a lower rate, a discounted rate. The discounted rate is the August rate. So we have to find out first what is the discounted rate of August. Okay. So what is the discounted rate of August? Let us see. Discounted rate of August. First write down. Write down. Site documents. Site documents under an irrevocable LC. Site document under an irrevocable LC is provided on 25th of July. Is provided on 25th of July. The transit period is 25 days. The transit period is 25 days and dollar is at discount. Dollar is at discount. Therefore, transit period will be rounded up to 1 month because you are going to buy at a lower rate. So forward is at discount. So you will be buying at the forward rate, August rate. Transit period will be at discount. Transit period will be rounded up to 1 month and the rate quoted will be based on spot August. Spot August. So rupees to dollar spot buying rate, rupees to dollar spot buying rate, bid rate is 65.6525 less the discount for 1 month, 6,000 points, 65.0525. Bank is buying, bank has to make the payment to you. It will make the payment less the margin. Margin is 0.15%. 0.15%. Calculate 65.0525 into 0.15% into 0.15%. Rounded up to 4 decimals. 0.0976. So you get 64.9549. Now this is to be rounded up to the nearest multiple of 0.0025. So you will round it up to the nearest multiple of 0.0025. So write down, if rounded up to the nearest multiple, if rounded up to the nearest multiple of 0.0025, it would be 64.9550. 64.9550. So what is the amount payable to the customer? $1 lakh. So $1 lakh into this particular rate, $1 lakh into the rate 64.9550. So what is the amount payable to the customer? 64 lakh 95,500. 64 lakh 95,500. Okay. So calculation of the rates. Let us come to question 2. On 8th of August, an exporter tenders a bill, exporter, for rupees for 1 lakh US dollars drawn on New York. The ruling interbank rate being, all the rates are given to you. The swap points are given to you for September, October, and November. September is at premium. October is also at premium. November is at premium. Transit period is 25 days. You require an exchange margin of 0.10% to your margin, exchange margin, 0.10%. Interest on export finance is 10% per annum. That means the bank is going to charge you interest. In question 1, I did not take into consideration the interest factor. Now I am taking into consideration the interest factor also. Okay, so the rate of interest is 10% per annum. Since it is transit days is 25 days, I will be calculating the interest for 25 days. So 25 upon 365, I will be calculating the interest. If they have asked me to calculate the amount, okay, so I will be calculating the amount of interest for 25 days. Now, what they are asking, customer opts to retain, customer opts to retain 15% of the proceeds in dollars. In the last problem, this was not there. In the last problem, this was not there. So, entire $1 lakh will not be converted. Out of $1 lakh, 15%, that is $15,000 will be retained. How much will be converted? Only $85,000 will be converted. Okay, so take care of that. $85,000 will be converted. Last question, we had said that entire $1 lakh are going to be converted, so we multiplied by the rate. But now it is not going to happen like that. Okay, so you have to know that first of all, $1 lakh is not converted. Second, interest will be charged. So interest will be calculated. Okay, so like this, every problem will be having a new adjustment as compared to what you have done earlier. Okay, so first, rate at which bill was purchased. So I have to calculate the rate rounded up to the nearest multiple of 0.0025. Rupee amount payable to customer. Whatever is the rate multiplied by not $1 lakh, multiplied by $85,000. And the interest to be recovered at the rate given to us, 10% rate of interest for 25 days. I have to calculate the interest. Okay, 25 days. So into 25 by 365. So let us see how to solve this question. Okay. First, right, taking into consideration, taking into consideration transit period of 25 days, transit period of 25 days, and that dollar is at premium, bank is buying, huh? So bank will not buy at a higher rate, bank will buy at a lower rate, that is same month. Taking into consideration transit period of 25 days and that dollar is at premium, the rate applicable will be, the rate applicable will be that of the same month, that is August. Same month, that is August. Lower rate. Forward is at premium. Spot is at discount. So there is no question of adding or subtracting the swap points. Spot rate less the margin. Again, less the margin. The spot buying rate is 65.3 thousand. Less the margin from that 0.10%. 0.10%. 0.1%. So you get answer as 65.2347. Now this is to be rounded off to the nearest multiple of 0.0025. Nearest multiple is 50. So it will be 2350. If rounded up to the nearest multiple, it will be 65.2350. Once you get the rate multiplied to the number of dollars, remember that 15% is going to be retained by customer. So 1 lakh is not going to be multiplied. 85,000. 85,000 into the rate. $85,000 into 65.2350. 55 lakhs, 44,975. So this is the first part of the question, getting the rate. This is the second part of the question, amount payable to customer. Third part of the question, amount of interest to be recovered. 10% of this figure. 10% of this figure for 25 days. $55 lakh 44,975 into 10% into 25 by 365. That comes to 39,979. Problems are very simple. Okay. Let us come to question 3. Your customer has requested you, your customer has requested you to issue a demand draft, on New York for $25,000. So your customer is an importer because he has asked you to issue a demand draft in dollars. That means he has to make a payment. So when he has to make a payment, when he is an importer, he has purchased something, he has to make payment of that. And he is asking you to prepare a demand draft. So he is giving you immediate cash for which you are giving him dollars. So bank is selling dollars. Bank is selling dollars. So the ask rate is applicable. Be careful. Ask rate is applicable. Okay. So that means in this case, bank is selling. Bank is selling means it is the ask rate. Okay. Ask rate means now we'll have to see whether it is the spot rate or the forward rate. 1 month, assuming the ongoing spot rates in the local market for US dollar as follows. Spot $1 is equal to 65.3575 and 65.3825. 1 month forward is given 7825 and 8250. What do you take? Will you take the 1 month forward rate? No, it is not a bill buying rate or a bill selling rate is TT. Why? Because you are issuing demand draft. Immediately across the counter you are getting the cash. There is no delay in the payment. There is no documents to be handed over. Followed? Immediate payment is to be made. So there is no question of higher month or lower month, premium or discount. That is not there. Immediate demand draft is to be issued. Immediate your cash will be reduced from your bank account. Cash will be taken, and bank is going to against that cash in rupees. It will issue a demand draft in dollars. The bank there is no delay in getting the payment. Okay, so it is a TT selling rate. You require an exchange margin of 0.15%. What is your quote to the customer? That means they want the rate. Amount payable by the customer, not to the customer, by the customer. What rate we are going to take? Selling rate, spot selling rate. Rupees to dollars, spot selling rate. Bank is selling, customer is buying. Customer will buy at that rate plus exchange margin. So add the exchange margin 0.15%. Round it off to the nearest multiple. Nearest multiple is 4800. Amount payable $25,000 into 65.4800. That comes to 16 lakh 37,000. 16 lakh 37,000. Okay. Question 4. Now onwards, you have to be a little bit careful. Now you are just calculating the rates, amount payable, amount receivable, all these things. Now see, you had purchased, you means bank, you means bank. You have purchased an export bill for $1 lakh at 60.1600. So you have purchased, okay, an export bill. The customer was an exporter. He had a $1 lakh bill. He sold the bill to you. He sold $1 lakh to you. You have purchased a $1 lakh, and you have purchased it at this rate, thinking that you will get the amount against that. You have purchased $1 lakh, thinking that you are going to get the cash against that at 60.1600 from the customer. Bill was unpaid on presentation, so the bank took it to the customer, customer's bank. Customer's bank did not pay. So bill has been dishonored. Your customer authorized you to reverse the entry, to debit the bill to his account. Initially, you credited his account with the proceeds. Now he says debit the account. So you have to reverse it. So initially, bank purchased. Now to reverse, bank has to sell. Remember this. Bank has to sell. Bank sells means it is what rate is applicable, ask rate is applicable. Bank ask rate is applicable. Okay. What rate? Now you are given spot $1 is equal to 64.9500 and 9700. Exchange margin is 0.15%. What rate will you quote to the customer to recover your advance against the bill? What will be the profit or loss to the exporter? That is your customer. Not your profit or loss, customer's profit or loss. So let us do it slowly, understand. So first, what is the story here? The story is that bank has purchased $1 lakh at 60.1600. Reverse, we have to sell $1 lakh. So sell means ask rate is applicable. Ask rate means 64.94%. 9700 is applicable. I'll add the margin of 0.15%, round it off to the nearest multiple, multiply by $1 lakh. Okay, so that is the thing that we have to do. Then we will find out what is the profit or loss. Achha, now bank purchased at 1600. That means customer sold at 1600. Customer is buying at 64. Customer is buying at a higher rate. So customer will suffer a profit or loss. It will be a loss. Customer will suffer a loss. So let us see. Write down first. If we have purchased, if we have purchased an export bill, we have bought dollars. We have bought dollars at 60.1600. At 60.1600. Since it is unpaid on presentation, since it is unpaid on presentation, we will have to sell dollars. We will have to sell dollars to debit customer's account. To debit customer's account. Spot selling rate 64.9700. Selling rate, so add the margin 0.0975. It is already in multiple of 0.25. It would remain the same. Amount to be debited on return of the bill, $1 lakh into 65.0675. $1 lakh into 65.0675. So that will come to 65 lakh 6,750. 65 lakh 6,750. Now we have to solve the question, the last part, from customer's point of view, profit or loss. Customer has got credit, he has received 60 lakh 16,000 has been received by customer. Initially, when you purchase $1 lakh, you gave him 60 lakh 16,000. So he has received 60 lakh 16,000. Now he is paying, customer pays 65 lakhs 6,000. So customer is paying more. Customer is paying more. It is a loss to the customer. What is a loss to the customer? Difference between these two figures. 60 lakh 16,000 and 65 lakh 6,750. So that is a loss to the customer. Okay. Question number 5. Interesting question. Examination type question, which involves lot of theory that we have already done. Lot of theory that we have already done. Let us see. On 27th December 2012, a customer in Mumbai requested a bank to remit DG 2,50,000 to Holland. DG is Dutch guilders. That is the currency of Holland. Dutch guilders. In short, it is called DG. So requested bank to remit. Bank is to pay. Bank has to pay. So that means the customer is an importer. Bank is paying for him. Customer is an importer. Customer is going to buy. Bank is going to sell. In payment of import of diamonds under an irrevocable LC. However, due to the bank strike, the bank was on strike. The bank could affect the remittance only on 3rd of Jan. Customer approached on 27 December. After that, the bank was closed down because of strike. And on Jan 3rd, the transaction was completed. The interbank rates were given. See the rates, how it is given. $200. $200 indirect quote. Foreign currency expressed per fixed number of units of home currency. Correct? And then you see this is indirect quote. This is indirect quote. And then you see this now 3.15 and 3.10, which is a bid rate here. 3.10 is a bid rate, which is the ask rate here. 3.15 is the ask rate. Very cleverly they have given. Here also the same thing, 3.112 and 3.10. This is the bid rate. This is the ask rate. So two things are involved here. First, you have to rearrange bid to ask. Second, you have to convert indirect quote into direct quote. Problem is not solved there. Third, you see, it is dollar to 100 rupees. I want Dutch guilder to rupees. So it is cross rate because now they have given dollar to pound and DG to pound. Both are ending in pound. So bid into reciprocal of ask into reciprocal of bid. You'll get the relationship between dollar to DG. Then convert it further. Because rupees to DG is required. So two cross rates. Cross rate 1, cross rate 2. Twice you have to do. Correct? Bank wishes to retain an exchange margin of 0.125%. How much does customer stand to gain or lose due to the delay? Bank is approached by customer because customer is an importer. Customer is going to buy the foreign currency. Bank is going to sell the foreign currency. So we are concerned with the ask rate. But first we have to arrange now. You have to first arrange in the direct quote format. Bid to ask format. Cross rate. First rate we have to remove. Then we will decide. Okay. How to remove the rate now? Right now. Let's see. Customer is an importer. Who has to make payment. In DG. Therefore, customer will buy DG. And bank will sell DG. Thus, bank has to quote the ask rate. First, we'll calculate the rate for December. Right, December. First, we'll write the rate given to us. Rearrange. Then find the rates. Now, let us see the procedure. Mark the steps over here. First, I write the rate in the bid to ask format. dollar to 100 rupees, indirect quote. Dollar to 100 rupees, indirect quote. But I write it in the format of bid to ask. Lower rate first, then higher rate. Okay. So this is actually what? It is actually 3.10 by 3.15. But this is per 100 rupees. I want per rupee. What is the standard format? Per unit. Per unit. So per unit means what? I will have to divide both these figures by 100. I will have to divide both these figures by 100. So what do I get? Dollar to rupees. Now this is instead of 100 rupees, it is per rupee. 0.0310 because 3.10 divided by 100, 3.15 divided by 100. Okay. Now I want rupees to dollar. I want rupees to dollar. So rupees to dollar is, what do I do? 1 divided by 0.0315. Correct? Bit rate will be, how did I get this? 31.7460. Indirect to direct. Inverse code. Inverse code. 1 divided by 1 divided by 0.0315. Bid rate is equal to reciprocal of ask and ask rate is equal to reciprocal of bid. 1 divided by 0.03 0.0310. 32.2581. Okay. Now let us take the second combination. Right, and as a second combination, dollar to pound 1.7250 by 1.7260, DG to pound 3.9575 and 3.9590. What do you observe? Both are ending in same currency. If both are ending in same currency, cross. But cross what? Reciprocal. So it is 1.7250 into 1 upon 3.9590 into 1 upon 3.9590. And ask rate will be 1.7260 into 1 upon 3.9575. By this, what do you get? Pound cancels. Dollar to DG. Dollar to DG. This is one result. Huh? One result. Rupees to dollar. And now I'm getting what? Dollar to DG. So here it is ending in dollar, starting in DG, dollar. So bid into bid, ask into ask. So dollar to DG you get 0.4357 and 0.4361. What was rupees to dollar? Rupees to dollar was the final answer 31.7460 by 32.2581. Correct now? Rupees to dollar and dollar to DG I've got now. Ending in dollar, starting in dollar. What did I say? Bid into bid, ask into ask. 31.7460 into 4.357 and 32.2581 into 0.4361. Bid into bid, ask into ask. So rupees to DG, bid rate or ask rate? Ask rate. Ask rate. Ask rate means what? Selling rate. 14.0678. 14.0678. Add the exchange margin. Add the exchange margin. Round it off to the nearest multiple of 0.0025. So this is your rate that would have been applicable in the month of December. In the month of December. Now let us come to month of Jan. I do the same procedure for month of Jan. Same procedure. I start with the original figure. Bid to ask rate. Dollar to 100 rupees. Bid to ask rate. Then dollar per 100 rupees. Per rupees. Divided by 100. Then rupees to dollar. 1 divided by reciprocal. And 1 divided by this over here. Two rates given, again pound and pound ending. So this into reciprocal of this into reciprocal of this. Rupees to dollar, dollar to DG, dollar dollar, dollar ending, dollar starting. Bid into bid, ask into ask. 32.0513 into 0.4360. 32.5733 into 0.4364. We want again the selling rate 14.2150. Add the exchange margin. Round it off to the nearest multiple 25. 14.2325. If it was December, he would have purchased at 14.0850. December rate 14.0850. Since it is gone in the month of Jan now, he has to pay a higher figure. He has to pay a higher figure. So there will be loss to the customer. And the loss will be equal to the difference between the two rates. Difference between the two rates. So loss to the customer on account of delay. Loss to the customer on account of delay. 14.2325 minus 14.0850. Difference between the two rates into the total value, that is 2,50,000 each. Done. So now you can see that all our basics that we had done, we had learned, is now coming into use. Direct quote, indirect quote, reverse, inverse, cross, all those things are now coming into picture now. Which means that until unless you do all those basics, again, once again I'm saying, suppose you find that again there is some difficulty here, go to the previous lecture. Go to lecture number 1. Again revise your concepts. Then come back again to lecture number 2. If you are not following lecture number 2, Then again revise what you have done in lecture number 1. Okay. Coming to question 6 now. Now different varieties in the question. One way, one method of calculating forward rate is given the swap points. Given the swap points. What I do, I first find out whether the swap points are in the ascending or descending order. Ascending order to premium, add descending order to discount, minus. That is one method of calculating the forward rate. Second method of calculating the forward rate is where the rates of interest of the two countries are given. What am I saying? Rates of interest of the two countries are given. Then in that case, what I do is I calculate with the help of rate of interest. I add the rate of interest to the exchange rates. Okay. So question number 6 is dealing with adding interest rates to the exchange rate. Suppose that on 1st January 2011, the spot rate is £1 is equal to $1.50 and the UK and US interest rates are 6% and 8% per annum respectively. What would you expect the forward rate to be for the first, second and third year? Now for these types of questions, I have to write the rate in a particular format. What is that format? That format is 1 unit of the currency is equal to how much? Now they have given spot rate is this, £1 is equal to. So I will be writing 1 unit, that means £1 is equal to $1.5. That is a rate, that is a format in which I write the rates for this type of question. So even if they have given me, suppose they have given me dollar to pound, like this they have given, is equal to 1.50. Then also I will bring it to this format. 1 unit is equal to how much? Okay. Spot rate, £1 is equal to $1.5. What is the rate of interest now? UK rate of interest is 6%. UK rate of interest 6%. US rate of interest 8%. Okay. So now what I do is 6% and 8% given. At the end of 1 year, $1 will increase by 6%. And £1 will increase by 6%. And $1.5 will increase by 8%. That is why I've written the interest rates below the respective currency. Pound is going to increase by 6%. Dollar is going to increase by 8%. Okay. So the end of 1 year, what is going to happen? 1 plus 6% will give you 1.06. 1.50 plus 8%. 1.50 plus 8% is 1.62. 1.62. But rates are always given. It is never given as 1.6 pound is equal to $1.62. £1 is equal to how much? So divide 1.62 by 1.6006. How did I get this? 1.62 divided by 1.06. So 1.1 pound is equal to $1.5283. So what did I do first? 1 pound is going to increase by 6%. So on your calci, 1 plus 6% will give you 1.06. Then on the calci, 1.50 plus 8% will give you 1.62. Now since you want the value of 1 pound, divide 1.62 by 1.06. Same thing you go on doing every year. At the end of 6th year, again this 1 pound is going to increase by 6%. and this 1.5283 is going to increase by 8%. So we'll get 1.06 again, 1.5283 plus 8%. 1.5283 plus 8% is 1.6506. Forward rate 1.6506 divided by 1.06. 1.6506 divided by 1.06. Okay, end of third year. Again, this increases by 6%. Again, this increases by 8%. So 1.06 equals to 1.6818. Divide 1.6818 divided by 1.06. Now the same thing I can also do by taking this. I can get by taking 1 pound is equal to 1.50 plus 6% plus 8%. Sorry. Okay. Okay. Let us try doing this one more method. 1.50 into 1.08 upon 1.06, because this is going to be into 1. Then this will be 1.50 into 1.08 upon 1.06 the whole square. This will be 1.50 into 1.08 divided by 1.06 the whole cube. Same thing can be worked out in this method also. Answer will be the same. Answer will be the same. Point is clear? You can try it out. Let us come to question number 7 now. Similar question. On 1st April, 3 months interest rate in the US and Germany are 6.5% and 4.5% per annum. Now, one very important point which I want to tell you. Whenever rates of interest are given, now see here, there's a 3 months rate of interest is 6.5%. It is 6.5% per annum. Even if it is not given, it is understood per annum. It is not 6.5 for 3 months. So for 12 months, it is multiplied by 4. 6.5% always the rate of interest given is always per annum, whether they write per annum or not. The dollar to Deutschmark, DM, dollar to Deutschmark, Deutsche Bank USA, foreign bank, Germany. So dollar to Deutschmark spot rate is 0.6560. What would be the forward rate for a Deutschmark for delivery on 30th June? Rates of interest are given. So what do? I solve it by the rates of interest only. I write now, what is the format in which I will write? 1 Deutschmark is equal to how many dollars? 0.6560 dollars. Okay. So first I'll write on the rates of interest. Germany 4.5% per annum. So for 3 months it will be 4.5 into 3 by 12. For 3 months it will be 4.5 into 3 by 12. US it is 6.5% per annum. So for 3 months it will be 6.5 into 3 by 12. 6.5 into 3 by 12. Now how do we write spot rate? One Deutschmark is equal to 0.6560 dollars. One Deutschmark is equal to 0.6560 dollars. Okay. Now what do I do? At the end of 3 months, on 30th June, what is going to happen? This is going to increase by 1.125% plus 1.125% on the calcia, and this is going to increase by 1.625% on the calci. So you will get forward rate on 30th June. 1 plus 1.125 is 1.0113 Deutschmark, and 0.6560 plus 1.625% on the calci will give you 0.6667. Divide 0.6667 by 1.0113. This is your 3 months forward rate. Clear? Question number 8. In March 2017, multinational industries makes the following assessment of dollar rates per British pound to prevail as on 1st September 2017. Expectation is that it may be 1.60 or 1.70 or 1.80 or 1.90 or 2, and these are all the probabilities given: 15%, 20%, 25%, and so on. What is the expected spot rate? Expected spot rate. We have done this now. Expected rate of return. Probability into X. Multiply the two. Take the total of that. Summation of PX. If as of March 2017, the 6-month forward rate is 1.70, that means you are offered $1.70. Will you sell at 1.70? That is a question. Will you sell your receivables, your pound receivables at $1.70? Or will you wait for 1st September? What is the expected price? That is what we want. So let us see what is the expected price. If the expected rate is more than 1.70, I will not sell. I will not sell at 1.70. If my expected price is less than 1.70, if it is 1.68 or 1.65, then I will sell at 1.70. Okay, so let us see. X values are given, probability P values are given. Multiply the two, P into X. 1.6 into 0.15, 1.7 into 0.2, 1.8 into 0.25, 1.9 into 0.20, 2 into 0.2. Now take the total of all these figures. That comes to 1.81. So what is expected spot rate? Expected spot rate for 1st September is 1.81. So you are expecting the rate to go up to 1.81. Will you sell at 1.70? You should not sell at 1.70. Somebody is making an offer, sell for 1.70. You say, no, I will wait till 1st September because I am expecting the rate to be 1.81. Okay, so should not sell. Since the expected spot rate for 1st September 2017, for for 1st September 2017 is higher than the forward rate for September. The forward rate for September. The firm should not sell forward. The firm should not sell forward. Its pound receivables. Its pound receivables. Okay. So once again, I repeat, for every lecture of Forex, you go and first revise all your theory that you have done in the very first lecture of Forex, and then come back to every lecture. I suppose you have understood what I'm saying and the importance of what I'm saying. So till the next time, till the next lecture, stay at home, stay safe. God bless you.